PTFS but I can't touch the ground. I have 10 seconds till the challenge starts, so let's go get a plane.
10 seconds later.
Okay, I didn't have enough time to select a certain plane, so I just clicked on this plane. Okay, so now let me tell you about today's challenges. Alright, so the first challenge is I have to fly to a different airport and I have to spawn a new plane there. The second challenge is I have to try and get inside a terminal building without touching the ground. And the final challenge is I have to try and get inside the air traffic control tower, once again, without touching the ground. So, the first challenge says that I have to fly to a new airport and spawn a plane there without touching the ground. So, I think we're going to fly to Perth. Anyways, let's start the time lapse. Alright, so we just landed at Perth, so let's go over and head to one of the gates. Okay, so we need to roughly get near the spawner, so we can have a nice easy spawn without touching the ground. Okay, so let's jump out and run quickly so we don't fall through like the uneven bit of the plane, and let's try get over near the spawner. The spawner's actually underneath us. We need to walk pretty close to it or it won't realise. And yes, we're on it. What plane should we spawn? I think we should just spawn the Boeing 737 and then we'll fly it over to our next challenge. Okay, let's just hope we don't fall off. We need to walk like right to the edge. Oh yes, and we're in. So that is challenge 1 completed. Alright, so we completed challenge 1, which is great. So we need to complete the next 2 challenges. Let's go see what they are. Alright, so our next challenge is we need to try get inside the airport terminal building without touching the ground. So I think orange is the best place for us to try do it. So let's start the time lapse and fly over there.
I don't stop. In your eyes, I see a fire lighting up as you're getting away. There's no going back and I'm loving to chase where you go. I follow. We're not giving up, never hitting the brakes. There's no going back and I'm loving to chase. We're not giving up, never hitting the brakes. There's no going back and I'm loving to chase. I can hear my every heartbeat. I can feel the blood rush through my veins. You know. Somewhere in the distance the sun's coming up. Everything is blurry.
Whoa, that was a smooth landing. Alright, so now we need to try complete challenge 2, which is getting inside the terminal building without touching the ground. So I think we need to head over to like the 1 or 2 gate area because they have kind of the stand area that doesn't have a jet bridge. So I think it might be easier if we go over there. Anyways, let's go see. Alright, but first, let's actually attempt to get a new plane. Alright, so let's just jump out. We need to try walk through the seats and get kind of to the wing of the plane. So let's try do this. It keeps sending me into the seat. Alright, we made it. Alright, let's get onto the wing. And the spawner's actually under the wing again. Alright, I think we need to get the ATR 72 because it has the opening door, which will be easier for us to try get inside the terminal. So let's go ahead and spawn that. Right, now we need to try get onto it because it's just too far that it won't recognise our cursor. So let's get inside the 737 again and push back. Alright, let's just jump out and we should just be able to walk. Yep, and we're in the ATR 72. Alright, let's go over and taxi to the gates on the other side of this building, which are gates 1 and 2. And then let's see if we can get inside the terminal. Just realised the door opens on the left side of the plane, so we can't really get close because also the wing hits the actual building. So I think we need to maybe try attempt kind of coming in a bit more of an angle. See, it doesn't really work. Let's push back. We should try the other gate. Alright, and we are stuck once again. We're stuck kind of bad, but we could use this to try get on top of the roof. I think we're in a good position because the tail, is resting on the building. So let's see if we can jump and stay in the plane. This could be a risky move as we could fall out. Alright, let's see. Let's jump. Alright. We haven't fallen out, which is good. We keep sitting down, which is annoying. This is a pain. Let's try and not sit down for once. We need to kind of... Alright. Need to just jump. Oh, sitting down is annoying me. Alright, I think we made it. Alright. Just hop over to the back. And... let's open this door, which will let us get onto the roof. And then we should try see if we can get inside the terminal building. Alright, so we're on the roof. Let's see if we can kind of run and get on there, but it doesn't really work. After a few attempts, I just decided to get back in the plane and try a different method of trying to get inside the building. Alright, I don't think we just have the height to get up there, so I don't really know what we can do unless we get back in the plane and try untangle ourselves from, because we're kind of stuck in around a pole. So we need to try just get out of this situation. Alright, so I managed to jump out of my seat and then land back in the plane, which made us on the ground again. Not myself, but the plane, luckily. But now I thought of an idea. We could spawn a plane and then, like what I'm doing now with the A380, drive it up to the gate. But, I don't think the gate's high enough. We might need like an A330 to try get inside. Let's spawn an A330. Alright, so we're in the A330 and I think this is going to work. Let's just get over here. Let's try use the run tool to get under. Yes! We've made it. That's challenge 2 complete. Alright, so we completed challenge 1 and now we just completed challenge 2, which was getting inside the terminal building without touching the ground. Let's move on to the final challenge, which is trying to get inside the air traffic control tower without touching the ground. Let's do this. Alright, so we need to try find plane again that we can use to get inside the air traffic control tower over there. I'm just walking around trying to find a plane. We could actually use our ATR 72 because I don't think we can spawn. Well, let's see if we can spawn from the gate. I don't think we can. Yeah, we can't. Let's run over and use our ATR 72. Alright, so we managed to get to the ATR 72, so we just need to reverse and then try line up with the tower, and this should be easy. We should be able to do all 3 out of 3 challenges, and yeah, I don't think there's a big enough gap actually for us to go through there. Alright, so we're just a bit stuck, but I think we're gonna be able just to like come out, and oh no, let's try turn around. Do not go in the water. Oh no, we're sinking. I think that is the challenge failed. Yeah, because there's no way that we can save ourselves. But no, we failed on the last challenge. No. Anyways, I think this is the end of today's video. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll do a part 2 where I'll try and complete this challenge again. Anyways, comment down below what was your favourite part, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.